Welcome to JV Sports. It's Wednesday, so you know all about wrestling. I'm your host, John LeBert, with your guest,
Parker Hank.
and today we're going to go into the recap of SmackDown, Raw, NXT, and then do some predictions for Money in the Bank, who we think should win, who we want to win, and who probably will win. So, I think the biggest thing first we need to talk about on SmackDown is Paul Heyman getting packed up and put through a table after saying that Solo was not his tribal chief, which I thought was an amazing segment. I think it was great for Paul Heyman not to budge, because once him and Rowan come back, the pop will be insane.
Oh, it's gonna be. I feel like, the second bloodline it's kind of like, it's mid, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think it's what the original bloodline was.
Oh, definitely not.
But, they have some key pieces though. Like, I like Jacob Fatu and them. But
That gave him a little more after putting him through the table. Heyman literally looked terrible. I think he specifically has been letting stuff go.
Yeah. But I feel like once the second bloodline takes away Paul Heyman, it's kind of like
they make their own thing.
Exactly.
I think with Paul, it was too much of Roman there. Without Paul, I think it's better.
Yeah.
I think they will lose way more matches than the original one.
Oh, for sure, bro. They have Solo Sikoa, but he's on the match in a decade. But yeah, I feel like
losing has consequences.
Paul Heyman, in my opinion, boosts this mid bloodline. I'm not gonna lie, Solo Sikoa needs to have Paul Heyman because Paul Heyman is so legendary.
The mouthpiece.
Yeah, so I feel like they kind of need Solo.
Because Solo doesn't.
They kind of need Paul Heyman.
Solo doesn't cut a terrible promo.
Just the crowd just doesn't like him. No one likes him.
No, every time he's talking, you just see them cheer for Roman.
Exactly.
So the amount of times he was good.
But they are cooking with it though. I like the storyline.
I think Solo's not bad, but I think the members surrounding him are all
a lot better. Yeah, they're a lot better.
I like them more than Solo.
With the OG bloodline, when Roman was there, it's completely different because Roman was the best one there. So you kind of can't justify who's good.
Yeah.
So that's why they had Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso when they were in there. It was they were kind of
the second one. And then
Solo was kind of
Solo was just the a-hole who always messed stuff up.
Exactly, but this bloodline, in my opinion, Tama Tonga is better, Jacob Fatu is better, but all of these guys are better.
Lower, yeah.
Exactly, they're all better than Solo. So.
Another cool moment was Cody honoring his dad with the original belt. He should have won but lost, which was cool. I think it was really good for him. I think he started.
Yeah. I like that they did that. They're honoring Dusty.
He deserved it.
Yeah.
LA Knight, Logan Paul, Santos Escobar. Honestly, that was a pretty good match in my opinion.
It was a very good match.
Logan coming out with Harry Talbert to make fun of Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
And then Jalen Brunson being there. It's a funny touch. I think there's still before they get really serious with all the fun stuff, but after Money in the Bank, I think it's gonna get real serious just because I think instead of an episode before that, I think that it's not gonna be this match LA Knight wins. I think it's going to be a disqualification. Then they're going to go to SummerSlam, and either it's going to be a no disqualification or just a straight clean match where Logan can't interfere everybody's part or something. But I think people think he'll win in Ohio because it's his hometown, but he gets cocky and slips up.
Going into it, I feel like I knew Logan Paul wasn't going to win because he already has the U.S. title, so why would he need to win? I was kind of hoping that they did choose LA Knight, which they did, but if they pulled something where Santos Escobar was in that Money in the Bank match, I might have actually, but it was
Santos is just
they had a cool storyline with him and Ray,
it's simmered out real quick.
Yeah, he never got over it.
He needs to go back to his heel days at NXT when
he was
cooking back then.
Yeah.
Then Raw.
Ooh. Jey Uso.
And Chad Gable cutting on another good promo. Jay Cooks, he did really good, but, him saying he gave back the fireflies after Chad said he activated them, that was funny. He said, I'll take the mosquitoes, the cockroaches. That was funny.
Jey Uso can cut a fire promo.
He can. But after, the major point is, once the mics turned off, Jake dipped real quick, and Chad was just
Yeah.
standing there with PTSD after getting shot in the head.
I like that they did the running shot with Chad, like he
Yeah,
was like
that-
running away and
They're always good with
rolling the
camera.
lights and stuff like that.
This storyline. And then I saw something online and it was talking about, I think it was like deserters and something, or like bullies, and it was people, and they're like, oh, well, maybe the Y6 could be going after leaders of factions who like bully.
Bully, exactly. And this, honestly, like, this storyline is cooking. Like, Chad Gable, I feel like Chad Gable is a good thing. I just really hope, you know, on Uncle Howdy, like, if it's Uncle Howdy that, like, fights him, has, like, a match with him, it's gonna be fired because Chad Gable's in it, but, like, if Uncle Howdy, like, can't,
he's gonna be over.
Yeah.
I think
that's my only
that was
problem.
actually very good.
Like, you know, when he actually goes into the ring, can he perform? Because, like, they're doing all this, what if he's just, like, not good? But, you know,
All I
like
know
that they're-
is Chad Gable is having Vietnam
No,
levels of PS.
he
PTSD.
is going through it right now, but, you know, that's cool.
Next match, Xavier Woods versus Karrion Kross. Karrion Kross did lose, which, I mean, I think it might have been fine because I think he would have got a louder pop with what he did to Kofi after than
Yeah.
actually winning. So I think that was okay.
Yeah, you know, I like that they're pushing, like,
Pushing.
yeah, they're pushing Karrion Kross, and I like that. Because, like, it actually gives them a storyline to something to, like, kind of bounce off of. Yeah, because Karrion Kross, I'm not gonna lie, like, after he got pulled up from NXT, he just kind of sat on the roster. But
that call up was
yeah,
terrible.
yeah,
The mask.
he just didn't do anything. But like now, I like what they're doing with him. I like that he's like the leader of,
Fact.
yeah. But I do like that.
Final Testament.
Yeah, the Final Testament. I like that he's the leader of that faction. I like what they're doing with the New Day because the New Day, they haven't been that good. But
I don't think that's.
But Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston have put on some matches. But I like that they're giving these two factions that kind of needed like a storyline.
Yeah.
I like that they're doing that.
I think it's good Karrion finally get the storyline. I think he should start winning more, because I actually like Karrion
Yeah.
also like, especially
Yeah.
in NXT. But he's one of those people where like he got a call up and he didn't get what he needed to keep going.
Yeah.
Next match, which was actually a banger match.
It was actually pretty
Zelina
good.
versus Liv Morgan for the Women's World Championship match was a absolute certified banger.
It was a banger.
It was crazy, but
Zelina Vega, her in-ring work is like actually good.
really good.
It's actually really good, yeah. And I like that she's working with someone like Liv Morgan. I like that, you know, Dom comes out, tries to, you know, do
Dom's
something.
always messing it up.
What the thing was, he was trying to help Zelina Vega.
Yeah. He was trying to help Zelina.
It
It backfired.
it backfired on her because Zelina, you know, she didn't want the chair, so she threw it at him. And Liv hit her with a Oblivion, which is a fire.
Oh,
finish.
yeah, that move
It's
is
a
fire.
fire finish.
That move is
I
fire.
like that they do that. You know, if I feel like we're gonna see another Dominic and Ray feud again.
Oh yeah, I think Dom needs to win at least one though. 'Cause this is.
I feel like Zelina can be pushed to the top though.
Oh,
Like,
Zelina, I do think she can actually be.
I think she can hold the title.
Thing is, people talk about her size, but Liv Morgan.
I must say, Liv Morgan's like the same height, pretty much. It's
So
pretty much the same thing, but I do like Zelina.
like that one last year in the Women's Money in the Bank match when she did the code red on
Exactly.
stuff like that was crazy.
She is good. I feel like she's the future. I feel like she can.
She
hold
can,
it down.
yeah, she can. She's one of those women that can start through the next one because you know you
Yeah.
got four someone Becky, Bailey, Sasha's in a different company, and
Yeah.
Charlotte or ACL,
Yeah.
and they're not done yet, but they're starting to turn into that point where they're going to start putting people over. You
And-
already saw Charlotte with Rhea,
Mhm.
so
Honestly, I feel like Zelina can win a belt in the future.
Judgment Day interrupts Seth Rollins. The main point about this is Finn and Damian just going.
Yeah.
It's going to start splitting.
It's-
Once Rhea comes back and probably goes against Dom because what he's been doing, the Judgment Day is going to fall apart. It's going to split. It's Dom, Rhea, and Priest, and then I think personally, JD McDonough, aka Lord Farquaad, and Finn Balor stay together for a little longer.
Okay. Damian Priest and Finn Balor. they kind of do. Finn Balor like attacks Seth Rollins, but I like the fact that Seth Rollins did hit a stomp on him. But you know, I saw something that Finn Balor and Liv Morgan are secretly working together.
Yeah, I saw that too.
They're gonna because Liv Morgan doesn't like Rhea Ripley.
No.
And Finn Balor wants to be the leader of Judgment Day.
He wants to be a leader. He wants to be champ.
Damien is the champ and is most likely the leader. And Liv Morgan wants to take everything for free.
Yeah.
So if that pulls, I don't know. I like what they're doing here.
Also, but like he was in the room with Liv, so that can't be overseen. And like,
and he took the key card.
In the beginning of the Judgment Day storyline, when they just kicked out Edge, they all wanted to. I think it was a segment between Edge, Liv, and Finn. Or it was right so that but they like Liv and Finn were like, we gotta take the Judgment Day down. Let's do it together. And it was a long time ago, but it was those two specifically.
Yeah.
Now it's just Finn infiltrated, Liv's back. They're gonna start maybe kind of breaking apart.
But I do like the fact. I just hope. I didn't like when Finn was in the Judgment Day and he was just kind of like this, like.
Oh no! I think Finn needs.
Finn is definitely
a push.
main event.
I want him to get a main title so bad.
Yeah.
So.
I did like what they did, like a few years ago when it was him versus Seth Rollins, like.
Oh.
Not like when he got injured, but like when he came back and like had it like it was like he was in the Judgment Day colors.
Yeah, those matches.
He had like I think the number of days like right here. That was fire. I like what they did with that. So maybe maybe Damian Priest versus Finn Balor.
Like the thing is, Finn puts on such fire matches. He just never gets
exactly. He just never gets a main title.
Because he's cooked with the IC title.
Oh, for sure. He did hold the WWE Championship at one point, but that kind of got taken away from
Seth Rollins.
Yep.
Money in the Bank qualifiers always start Dakota Kai, Ivy Nile. I think I want either Ivy Nile or Dakota Kai. I don't like that Dakota. I mean Zoe Stark. A lot of people are mad. They think Dakota Kai should win. Zoe Stark is a bad chicken working ring. I just don't like her too much.
I don't either.
I don't think she does much too well. It's just, especially like the stuff with Trish Stratus did. That was
that was bad.
That was not good.
I feel like if they wanted to go with the fan favorite, it would obviously be Dakota Kai. An underrated opinion could have been Ivy Nile.
Ivy Nile, I think she's like next.
She puts on some good matches though.
Listen, I was talking about the new modern day Team Angle, Team Gable. She's the women's champ. Chad Gable's the main champ. Tag team champs. That would be an amazing faction.
That would be a good faction. Ivy Nile is actually pretty good. I just don't like her promos too much.
If she gets some work on the mic, I think she'll be good.
Yeah, if she joins a faction where there's a good mic worker, then I feel like that could kind of boost her. But she does put on some good matches, and Dakota Kai is Dakota Kai, so she's pretty good.
Zoe Stark, she's just not, what do you call it?
I didn't like that pick. I didn't like the fact that Zoe Stark won. I just feel like she was not.
The videotapes, they've been cooking. I'm sorry. The VHS tape things have been so freaking good. Mm-hmm. Pat McAfee's alive though.
Yeah, thank God.
Sorry for this.
No, but I do like what they're doing with Bo Dallas and Wyatt.
Especially this VHS tape where they're fusing, where it shows it's the same person. It's just split personalities.
I like that they're doing.
I like it like that because it's less supernatural, more just mentally insane, which I think is a better route to go. Because the supernatural stuff didn't go terribly with the Fiend. I think they booked him poorly, but it did.
Yeah, they did very. Yeah, they booked him.
So
bad.
If you make it more like just split personalities crazy, I think it's better.
I do like that they're doing that. The only thing I gotta say is, hopefully they're good. That's their in-ring work is hopefully they're pretty good.
I've seen some of them wrestle. I saw Joe Gacy, who Huskers wrestle at an indie show actually in person. I talked to him once, but he's really good.
He is.
Yeah, Joe Gacy's so good. Some of his NXT matches with Dijak, who's not one.
Yeah, he didn't resign, but
they put on some big matches. Rey Mysterio versus Dominic Mysterio. So, I mean, I think this match was Liv. If Liv has a match, Dom's going to be there. If Dom has a match, Liv's going to be there. So there's going to be shenanigans. Rey, being a deadbeat father, not protecting his son against someone trying to be crazy with him, kicks him in the Liv.
Yeah.
Funny moment, I think. I get the storyline, but I think this match could have been a banger without there. But you know what? Dom's raised 3-0 against the Sun. But
I personally think the storyline. I like the storyline. I like what they did, like when he turned heel and all that, like the WrestleMania moment. That was fun.
yeah,
But I don't like that they're trying to bring it back. I don't like that they're trying to make the storyline heat up again. I get it. I understand with Liv Morgan and Zelina Vega, they're working together. Like they had a match, but I just don't like.
I think though one of the only reasons it's coming back is just because Zelina Vega is so close to Reign.
Yeah.
Right next to Liv. But also like, I don't think he's going to retire anytime soon. But eventually it will have to come back. Because I think Ray, his last storyline is going to him and his son probably making up.
Yeah.
Because the only way to make Dom not a heel anymore would be make him spot. If he doesn't make up before Ray retires, he's
I just don't see him as a face.
well, yeah, he's a better natural heel.
He's a natural heel.
But like, just make him reunite with his dad, and then once his dad leaves, then he come back and go fight. Like, or they can just leave him like that forever and never make him with his dad, because he will have nuclear heat for the rest of his life because he messed with Rey Mysterio. But he's got to beat his dad once. He has to beat his dad at least.
I feel like the final, like if they do
A final
final storyline, final match, I feel like Dominic,
It's definitely him versus.
and then he's gonna push that he's the better Mysterio, even though Rey Mysterio.
That would be how.
3 different times, but I like Dominic when he tries to cut promos and like the crowd just.
The thing is, Dom doesn't like Dom. Actually, is pretty good.
Yeah,
at
he
promos.
can cut a promo. It's just the crowd doesn't let him cut the promo.
It's so loud.
So he just kind of is there. But I do like that they're taking Dominic kind of out of the Judgment Day
and letting him do his own stuff.
Exactly.
Because honestly, Dom, he's gotten so much better
He is
when he
pretty
started.
good.
He's gotten so much better.
No, he is very good.
Like his in-ring work has gotten better. Like that match he had against Gunther, even though he got
he
work,
got.
but like in
he
the
got
beginning,
demolished, but
he was in the beginning he was cooking. So
yeah, he was cooking. I just feel like I like that they're doing that, like pulling him kind of out of Judgment Day, kind of giving him his own storyline instead of just
It
kind of
sets him
sitting
up,
in the background.
he's never going to be world champ, but he can definitely hold like a secondary title.
I feel like he can hold the U.S. title. I feel like he can probably make good at the U.S. title.
He'd be a decent champ.
Yeah, but I don't know. He is a natural heel. I don't ever see him being a baby
I did
face.
that.
Yeah, he was a baby face, and like no one really liked him as much because he was just kind
It
of
just didn't work out.
tag team. And
I think also it's unfortunate that he was just starting, so it's kind of
yeah, but I do like the heel turn. I like
all
the match that they had at WrestleMania. The
That's
final match with them is definitely going to be Dominic winning, and
Yeah,
he
has to
kind
be.
of pushed that he's the better
he's
Mysterio.
better see. Groundbreaker around Sami Zayn. Groundbreaker's crazy.
Yeah.
Him versus Sami Zayn at Money in the Bank is going to go. I don't think it'll have a clean finish.
Oh no, it's either going to be Ludwig Kaiser that comes out and like does something, or Sheamus hits him with a
Same
kick. Or if they do where Sammy's like outside of the ring, Braun Breaker goes to do the running spear and like he gets bro kicked. I would like to see that.
Yeah, those like cutaways to finish.
Yeah.
Last match, Money in the Bank qualifier: Sheamus, Aaliyah, Drew McIntyre. Good match.
It was a bang.
I think it's the right choice. I'd love to see Ilya in a big match. I think he needs his moment soon. But I think he's still at the point where he still has what he has in NXT. He just needs to win some matches.
Yeah.
Drew's hot.
Yeah.
He's on fire.
CM Punk. CM Punk.
See, I think Drew has a new shirt with it, like GM Punk or some shit like that. He's overall right now.
This match was fire simply because it's a triple threat match and Sheamus is in it.
Yeah, I think if you have a triple threat match and Sheamus in it, it's gonna be fine.
It is an
Automatically backer.
And Drew McIntyre as well with Sheamus. That's already there. And Ilya could sell
Ilya,
anything.
he
Claymores, bro kicks.
was like the best seller next to Ricochet, but now Ricochet's
Yeah.
gone.
He
He's
is,
the best
yeah.
in my opinion.
In my opinion, yeah, he is very much the best seller. But
Yeah,
I
it's
do like,
he's getting killed.
yeah, I do like that they chose Drew McIntyre for.
I think we know what's gonna happen. He's gonna be on top of
He's
that.
gonna get screwed or something like that.
And CM Punk's gonna come.
I just want to see CM Punk wrestle. So
Yeah.
kind of like
Itching for it.
yeah.
You want it so
I
bad.
just want to see CM Punk. CM Punk is like one of my favorite wrestlers. So I do feel like I want to see CM Punk just wrestle. You know, I saw him wrestle in AEW. He was good there. But now I just kind of want to see him. And just I like that they're kind of playing it out, waiting for like
Yeah.
I don't know when it's gonna be, but I do feel like CM Punk's gonna do something that kind of pushes Drew McIntyre over the edge. And
Yeah, I think.
they do end up fighting, which would be a thing.
NXT, I think just the biggest thing was contract signing, Fatal 4-Way.
Yeah.
Ethan Page, Trick Willie, Sean Spears, and then
Javon Evans.
Devon Evans. I think that match is gonna be that's gonna be amazing. Devon Evans, crazy in ring work. Like his finisher is crazy.
Javon Evans can.
He can put on that 5.
Yeah. I like what they're doing. I like NXT now. Like
NXT's starting to get better.
It's starting to get. I mean, it was pretty good.
It was, but like that era
now,
between black and gold till now, it was.
It's a lot better now.
wishy-washy.
I like that they're like more colorful, and it's not just black and gold, black and gold, black and gold. But now it's like different types. Now it's like NXT 2.0, and Heatwave. And like they're having all these like main events, and I like that they're doing that. I also think the Trick Williams is gonna probably get pulled up to the main roster, so they'll probably write him off. I just feel like Javon Evans is next up. I feel like he's the next like Ricochet.
I think he is, but I think first it should honestly Ethan Page. I like Ethan Page.
It's either gonna be Ethan Page or Javon Evans.
Sean Spears is not winning.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Sean Spears.
He's a good veteran to have matches with and be good matches, but he's not. He could be champ. I don't think he will be. Honestly, maybe Trick retains, but I think more Ethan Page or Javon Evans.
You know, I feel like Javon Evans and Sean Spears can either win the NXT title. Either way, they're going to get pulled up to the main roster. Javon Evans is like his in-ring work is like absolutely insane.
Yeah.
Ethan Page is pretty good too.
Ethan Page, I think he's just like the next like really good heel. Like some of those like promos he had in NXT already, he's been there for like 1 month to 2 months. Like,
yeah. I feel like Trick Williams, if he does retain, give him a little bit, like a month or two.
Yeah, go
and then he's getting pulled up. He's going up. I just hope he has the same
He needs
pop as
I
he does in NXT.
I think he's one of the people that are getting the same pop just because the theme song he won.
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel like if you have a good theme song, it helps so much. Like Braun, he needs a new theme song.
He does.
Def Rebel is not.
Def Rebel is not good.
You know, they had a few good songs. Like at the table, like one of the only good ones, Visionary, Rhea Ripley's, and then one of them. But the rest of the songs, like it starts with their catchphrase. Like I get some old theme songs were like that, and they were good. Like
Damian Priest's theme song is so like corny. All rise. It's like, bro, what?
And like the only songs that really like have the beginning like that were good was Stone Cold and The Rock. Those are the only like really good ones.
I do like Trick Williams' entrance song.
It is
T. Fire.
Hey, I will miss Booker T.
I will too.
Thing, but like
maybe Michael Cole or Pat McAfee carry.
Oh, Pat McAfee would definitely.
Yeah, he would definitely carry it. But Trick Williams is kind of one of those guys that I feel like can be good. He just needs to get like the same pop and push.
Because
he'll be.
Trick Williams is definitely world champion.
Maybe they can do something with him, Carmelo.
Oh, he comes back, yeah.
Trick Williams does
that's definitely a storyline in the future for the world title.
Yeah.
Him versus Carmelo.
If Carmelo ends up winning like a U.S. title or like an Intercontinental,
that's first.
If Carmelo wins that, it's definitely gonna be Trick Williams. Yeah.
It's just there's some storylines where you started, it's never ending. Like you're gonna now forever Drew McIntyre and CM Punk. It's gonna be a never ending feud for the rest of the time.
Yeah.
Trick Williams versus Carmelo Hayes. That's what happened. Is a small friendship. It could be like the Shield, but it's a never ending feud eventually.
I feel like when Carmelo left, Trick Williams kind of really stepped up. In my opinion. I feel like I feel like he did more than Carmelo did in NXT.
Oh, he definitely. Carmelo put on some great matches. He did some great work.
But Trick Williams, like every time he's in the match, it just feels like electric when his entrance comes out. They do like the rolling camera with them.
I think Trick Williams kind of has brought NXT up to a different level than needed. Especially after Ilya left and Carmelo left, like someone had to step up.
Yeah.
Trick Williams.
I did like the match with Trick Williams and Ilya.
That was a good
before Ilya got pulled up.
Yeah.
I kind of knew going in that Trick Williams was going to win because like
sometimes
he gets pulled up.
Whenever an NXT champ loses, so they're going.
Yeah, they're going to the main roster.
It's just how it works.
That's just kind of how the NXT thing goes. Like, if you're a champion, you're probably gonna lose and get below. But
Money in the Bank. Oh, it's
no, you're good.
Bloodline versus Cody Rhodes, Kevin Owens, Randy Orton. I don't think Solo's going to be. It's like, who do you take out of the match? Because, like, you got Tama, Tongaloa, and then Jacob. Those three, I feel like they're the three that wrestle together, and Solo's on the outside, but, like, maybe Tama's out. It's like, you don't know which one's out.
Exactly.
Maybe
one that is out is gonna do something like pull a foot.
Oh, 100%. Like,
throw a chair in or something like that.
Yeah, maybe it's Jacob just sitting on the outside like a freebie, but I don't.
feel like
I think Jacob needs to wrestle though. He needs his moment.
I feel like this is gonna be his like in-ring debut because he did have a banger of a debut.
Oh,
like,
that's
one of the best
debuts.
Yeah. Maybe I feel like it should be Tama Tonga, but just to have the tribal chief in the match, maybe not.
Well,
Tribal chief. Cody Rhodes, Kevin Owens, and Randy Orton. I like that they're doing this storyline, but when Cody Rhodes said that he needs a challenger for a world title, Randy's been
looking at the title the last few weeks. Like
Randy Orton, if Randy Orton turns heel, it's gonna be
09 heel.
He's so good at being a heel.
Yeah. I think what happens is Cody, Kevin Owens, Randy Orton win. It's a close one, so the Bloodline don't lose what they have, but they lose. I mean, I feel like this is a tough one for the Bloodline to lose because it's first happening. But or maybe Kevin Owens takes the pin, and Cody is like trying to help him up, and Randy gets mad and he RKOs.
Something's gonna happen where after the ring.
Because as long as Cody doesn't lose, I think the only one who can take a pin on their team is Kevin Owens. Unfortunately for him, but the Bloodline they also need this win to get some more.
Yeah. I don't feel like they have a lot of wins in their belt, kind of
definitely not Solo.
Like the OG Bloodline, they had a lot of wins.
Oh my god.
OG had a lot of wins besides Solo. But this Bloodline needs, because they're all fresh besides Solo, they're all fresh.
They all need
They just need a
match moment.
Maybe what they can do is have Tama Tonga and Tongaloa, or maybe Tama and Jacob Fatu or something like that, win a tag team belt.
Yeah, I think Tonga and Tama are more the tag team. Jacob's the more singles and Solo. I guess something about Solo is I don't feel like he could be a world champion. Back in his NXT days, you could see it happening, but now
I feel like he kind of fell off. That he was this enforcer. I mean, going into the OG Bloodline, kind of towards the end, you could kind of see that it was going to be Solo that was going to be a tribal, or the next up or something like that. Because, the things that go around Roman's neck, he was kind of looking at it, they had this whole thing set up. But, yeah, I feel like what they need is just some gold. Just give them, the top, the Tongaloa or Tama Tonga, have them be, a title holder for the tag team. And maybe Jacob.
Because Grayson Waller.
Yeah, I don't feel like that.
Yeah, also Darius with them, too.
Yeah.
Because, DIY, honestly, I think have them win the titles first.
DIY
is... Tama and Tonga go for it. They kind of deserve that. But, once you get Tama and Tonga to get that, have Ciampa or Johnny Gargano turn on each other. Because anytime one of them turn heels on each other, it's a big match.
So. Yeah. I do feel DIY needs to win it off Grayson Waller.
Just because I feel like...
I don't like that tag team. I never did.
I liked him at first, but now, Grayson Waller, I think he's going to be a good heel. But I'm just scared Austin Theory won't work at the face.
Yeah.
Because he got buried so bad.
Yeah. Austin Theory's, I'm not going to lie, his in-ring work has gotten better recently. But it's just, no one likes him. So, it doesn't really matter if no one likes you. Grayson Waller, I didn't like him. I feel like his NXT pull-up was too fast. I feel like he could have grown and developed there.
He could have, but honestly, I like him a lot. I think he's been doing great. He's got... His wrestling style's really good. His finishing moves, the one where he dives to the ball.
Yeah.
He's got some good. I get what you're saying. I think he hasn't fully had that moment. He's had some good, the Grayson Waller effect. Those are some good moments, but it hasn't had an ring moment.
I just feel like Grayson Waller's automatic bullet from NXT. He was there. I mean, he was there for a long time, but I feel like
I think he's one who should have had a title.
Yeah, he should have just maybe give him a title or something like that. I don't know, cruiserweight or something like that. I don't know. He's not a cruiserweight, but
North American.
Just something like that, yeah. If they give him that, kind of see how he does as champion.
Yeah,
maybe I haven't been bet.
I think it was a little too early now to think about it, but I think like he's okay.
Yeah,
He just needs a moment.
I just personally don't like Grayson Waller. I just don't like what he's trying to do. But yeah, him and Austin Theory. I don't know if the match will be.
Down under.
Yeah, that match.
I
They're
think
gonna break up though. They are.
As long as Austin Theory doesn't win by a rolling drop kick.
Yeah.
Damian Priest, Seth Rollins. I've said this before. I'm saying by it. Seth Rollins wins and then loses the title at SummerSlam to Gunther. Whoever, okay. Even if he doesn't win, whoever wins this is losing to Gunther. Gunther is Gunther's time for World Championship.
Damian Priest, I feel like he's gonna retain, just so he has a title defense against someone that is actually good. Well, and Drew McIntyre. He had a title defense against Drew McIntyre. Yeah, Seth. Now I feel like
it could be. It does. Either way, it's going to be a good match, honestly, because both are really good. Seth Rollins, really one of the best. Maybe like he's one of the best.
Yeah.
Damian, he's not bad. He's pretty good.
Yeah, I feel like Damian just needs like a few more title defenses until SummerSlam.
He needs to do more at Raw because Seth Rollins. The reason he made the title what it is because he was defended literally every day.
Exactly, like every time he was on air, he would definitely defend it.
He defended on NXT versus Braun Breaker. That match was amazing.
Yeah, that was fire. Damian Priest, though, I feel like he just needs like some good title defenses here and there before he loses to Gunther, just to kind of like make him like a runner-up for like another title.
Yeah. Or
maybe the same title again. I don't know, but whoever does go against Gunther is definitely losing.
Oh, yeah.
It's definitely going to be Gunther holding a title.
At the end of SummerSlam, you will see Gunther and on his back and back with the title. Next match, Sami Zayn and Braun Breaker. We've already talked about this. It's not ending cleanly.
No.
I think Sami's going away with it now, and then at SummerSlam, it's a triple threat where Fatal 4-Man with Sami Zayn, Braun Breaker, Sheamus, and then Sami Zayn, Braun Breaker, Sheamus.
Yeah, I do feel like Sami Zayn does retain. You can't take a title away from Sami in Toronto as well. Like, you just can't take that away.
Especially after beating Gunther.
Exactly. Like, that was such a big moment for Sami. Sami is definitely one of my favorite wrestlers now.
Yeah.
But I do feel having Sami that goes without a title isn't a good look. Sami without a title is not good.
It's weird. He needs something to be like with. So we'll see where he goes after it. Because like back then when he was like the Canadian boy with the hat, he wasn't bad. He just put on great matches, but it's something he was missing something.
Yeah.
Titles help Sami Zayn a lot more. He needs to be in a faction.
Yeah. I do feel like that when Sami and KO were a tag team.
Oh, amazing!
That I feel like that's what kind of pushed Sami. To be honest.
The crazy thing is, Sami 2 years in a row he's broken insane.
Exactly.
He just gets that moment.
But I love that it's Sami Zayn that.
Sami Zayn is just always the underdog. Even when he has the title, for some reason, he's just the underdog.
Exactly. And I feel like his entrance in Toronto is going to be
they thought somebody was crazy.
Exactly. Sami Zayn going into Toronto, Intercontinental Champion, versus Braun Breaker. Which Braun Breaker, honestly, I feel like he just needs a few more matches. Then I feel
more matches and a new theme song.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I'm not getting over that theme song.
Yeah, that theme song is
trash.
Bad. But I do feel like at some point Braun Breaker does win a title, like a good title.
Oh,
not like some U.S. title, which Logan Paul has made it a good title. But
LA Knight's next up.
Yeah, I do feel like Braun Breaker does win. Not here, because Sami will retain off of like a disqualification or something like that.
Yeah.
But I do feel in the future Braun Breaker will be
a bullshit.
Yeah.
Men's Money in the Bank, Jey Uso, Carmelo Hayes, Andrade, Chad Gable, LA Knight, and Drew McIntyre. It's going to be a crazy match.
It's going to be a banger, though.
It's going to be a match.
It's going to be a banger.
The athleticism, the heavy hitters, like, it's a very good match.
It's such a good match, and like all the technical people that are in it, like Chad Gable, Andrade's pretty good. I mean, we haven't seen him in a lot of matches. I feel like I haven't personally.
He hasn't had too many matches coming back, but honestly, Andrade, I remember watching him before when COVID just started. Like his matches with Rey Mysterio on just Monday Night Raws were pay-per-view main eventers. Basically, they were so good.
Yeah, Andrade is pretty good. I just don't see him winning. Or maybe if he does win, it's kind of the push he needs.
He actually had a promo for it, which is surprising. Like they gave him his whole own promo for it.
I like that they did that.
I think Andrade definitely soon starts to get titles back. I just think he needs a match to get him there.
Yeah, I mean they did give him Speed Champion against Ricochet.
I think that was just to get Ricochet out. I think Andrade. I think that's not the best championship to have, honestly. But I think he needs to get his U.S. title back. Honestly, I think him versus LA Knight can cook for a while. LA Knight's getting this championship to eventually be the world champ, and Andrade will get that championship back. Not to avenge his loss that he had before, because his WrestleMania moment, he won with the U.S. title. It was tainted just because, unfortunately, it was the WrestleMania no one was there.
Yeah.
So it was unfortunate for him, but he's just really good.
There's just so many people in this match that can do good with the briefcase.
Oh.
Jey Uso with the Yeet case. He can cash in on pretty much anybody, I feel like. Maybe when, besides Cody.
I think Cody, you're not going to let him have a small title.
Yeah.
Either one of these guys, eventually Gunther, because we're just talking about Gunther now, because he's getting it, so it's like.
Yeah.
Gunther and Cody Rhodes, you're not letting them have a short title reign. Cody, because he beat one of the longest ever reigning actual
They can't take Cody's reign for, until Roman comes back.
Oh, when Cody goes heel, though?
Oh, it's going to be fun. It's a Homelander.
And then you have Gunther, who's one of the best IC title run of all time, in my opinion. And he's just like, the in-ring work is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to waste a long, lengthy title reign for him either, because you think Gunther, you're thinking lengthy title reigns. So you're not going to waste that again.
Exactly. The match that Chad Gable had with Gunther.
Every single one of them.
Every single one. Even with the one with Sami Zayn.
If you heard Gunther, Chad Gable, TV's right.
It's an immediate.
It's banger.
But Carmelo can do good with the briefcase.
I think Carmelo can do good. I don't think it's his time yet.
I just feel like he needs to beat someone that is good.
Oh, he needs to beat someone.
We're gonna try to push him to the top. I feel like Carmelo does need.
I mean, him winning that matchup was pretty.
Yeah, but I just feel like
he'll get his moment soon.
Yeah.
I think maybe he'll have some matches with LA Knight after LA Knight wins.
Andrade can definitely win, like we said. I feel like he could win with briefcase. I mean, he could very well do something with LA Knight. Chad Gable, I feel like should win, just simply because I like Chad Gable and I feel like he can do good with a belt. I feel like the belt is what he needs to kind of, because you can't just have him break away from the faction that he had for like how many years and kind of brought up, to be honest, and then have him do the whole heel turn against like Sammy and all of them, and then kind of turn this Kurt Angle, but like not use him as a Kurt Angle.
I think after they saw him and the Three Brothers, it's a turning point.
I do feel like he can hold gold though, like championship, Intercontinental. Maybe it's probably going to be Intercontinental if he does win.
He can cut such a great promo, and like his in-ring work is.
It's just he's their Kurt Angle, and I love that he's Kurt Angle. Exactly. Kurt Angle was so good even without a belt. Kurt Angle was pretty good, but I do feel like Chad Gable needs to win before they can do this whole thing without the belt. Right now, do I feel like he is good to hold a title? No, because like the people that hold them are perfect. Like Sami Zayn, you can't have him lose right now. Damian Priest, I feel like you can't have him lose right now. Cody Rhodes, absolutely not.
The one person you're protecting is Cody.
Exactly, and Chad Gable can't win a championship right now, but I do feel like
once he starts getting them that back in the future.
Exactly. I do feel like him and the Creed brothers, that will be that's Team Angle right there.
And then Ivy Nile.
He's Ivy Nile.
Because Ivy Nile, she wouldn't have to talk.
Exactly.
It would kind of be like a China role. Like, she's not China anyway, I'm not saying that, but she's kind of in that role where she just puts them in matches. So
yeah. Ivy Nile her in-ring work is pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like the only thing that is bad is her promos. I mean, her promos aren't bad, but they're not good enough to hold.
I think going into the ones, like Chelsea Green, Io Sky, Lyra Valkyria, Naomi, Tiffany Stratton, Zoe Stark. I'm going to say this before I say anything else. If Tiffany Stratton does not win, it's bull.
No, Tiffany Stratton.
Tiffany is on,
she's on a roll right now. I like what they're doing with her.
She is one of those people that came out of NXT already on fire.
Exactly.
Like,
Tiffany is
her in-ring work is so good. Her final match,
her promos are good too.
she's great at promos. Like it's her time. Honestly, I think maybe she cashes in on Bayley. I don't know. Like, what's it? Nia Jax is getting a championship match at
Oh,
SummerSlam.
for sure, because she won.
She won.
Queen of the Ring.
If you have maybe Tiffy cashing on Bayley sometime soon, I mean, she'll have to have a match. Maybe she cashed in at SummerSlam.
Yeah, maybe it's like she cashes in on Bayley. Nia Jax gets angry at her because like Nia Jax has been defending Tiffany for like a long time now. So maybe they're like working that up. Maybe like because then they would have so much chemistry that it would be such a good match. And Nia Jax actually
she's gotten better actually. I think she's gotten way better after her release.
Like, exactly after her release or like before her release, she was not good. I feel like she was like big.
Her versus Alexa, like those matches were good, and then she went back to being bad. And then once they released her, at first when she came back, of like she injured someone, which is like you didn't really like her, but slowly I started to like her a little more just because she.
I feel like, to be honest, the Queen of the Ring, I feel like, is what kind of pushed her.
Oh yeah, that helped her a lot.
But I do feel like if Tiffany does cash in on Bayley, it will be a Nia Jax versus Tiffany Stratton.
And Tiffany Stratton.
I feel like because Tiffany can't be like this like small hold. I feel like Tiffany needs to hold it.
Tiffany is like
milk this championship out.
Tiffany is one of the next main title holders for a long time.
I mean,
she's just
the other people in this match, like Chelsea Green, I feel like she's too old.
I like Chelsea. I think it would be funny if she won with a Weasel champ for a bit, but I don't think that's.
Io Sky, I don't feel like she's.
I think we're starting to get to that point where it's the younger people starting to come. Like Lyra, the thing about Lyra, her in-ring work is good, and her promos, they're not bad, but I think they're just not there yet. I think she is close to Tiffany, where Tiffany is, but she doesn't have the promos in yet. So that's the one thing holding her back.
Naomi, I do like her in-ring work. I like that she changed her finisher from the rear view back in like when she was in like it was like 20 whatever the last time she was in WWE.
Back with it,
like that rear view, that was bad. That was a terrible finisher. But I do like her in-ring work. Now I do like the fact that they brought her back.
Yeah, she's good.
She's a very good I don't feel like she's gonna win a championship though.
She might win one or two squeaking in there. Because if Bayley's still 1-1, maybe.
Yeah.
If Bayley and Becky won, maybe Naomi can get one in there. But the thing is, if Tiffany wins, Naomi's gonna be a challenger. You're not gonna win. Tiffany, if she wins, she's gonna.
That's what I'm saying.
The biggest. That's gonna be such a big pop.
Exactly.
And everywhere people like Tiffany, like Australia, they like Tiffany.
Exactly.
Everywhere they like her.
They all like Tiffany Stratton. I feel like Tiffany.
Because a lot of people were saying so.
No, if I feel like if Tiffany does win a championship, like I said, they have to like milk this title ring.
Oh, yeah.
Like they have to like milk it. I feel like they can maybe do something where she's like the prettiest or like something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Something corny, but like I do feel like Tiffany Stratton can be a long title ring.
Oh yeah. And a lot of people are saying like Jade Cargill's nights. I don't think so. Honestly, she's not bad. She's okay at England. She's not bad at promos. She just she's still a little sloppy. I think a little too sloppy to be world champ. She's getting way better. Like especially after coming to AEW. I remember she was a champ for a while, but her in-ring work wasn't the best. But now that she's starting to get some help from Naomi and Bianca, like Bianca's going to be the one she gets over to push her into the stratosphere.
Yeah.
No pun intended with Tiffany. But I don't think she's at more title yet.
I feel like Jade Cargill needs to kind of work with Bianca still. I do feel like Bianca is obviously very much helping Jade Cargill with like all of it. And I do like Jade Cargill. I just feel like she just needs time to develop and grow before she becomes like this world title holder. I do feel like seeing her win like a heavyweight championship or something like that, or like a world heavyweight championship.
Honestly, I think if there's anyone who could benefit from a women's mid-card title, it would be Jade Cargill.
Exactly.
So if there would be any reason to make one now, because like they're making the mid-card in NXT, if there's any time to make one, it would be now. Because now that they're starting to make a bunch of events, 2-night things, like SummerSlam, I think in a year or two they're making it 2 nights, like you're going to have more matches. It it would be good to have a mid card.
Exactly.
Because there's a lot of women that
could very benefit from a mid card title. But I do feel like mid card titles, like as a woman, mid card titles, like it's still a title. It's still gonna be very like appreciated.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not like the WWE Women's World
It's-
Championship, but it's still a title that anybody can make like this very valuable thing.
Because there's a lot of women that come from NXT that could use it. There's a lot of women who are just like coming into the company that need it before they become more champions. Because in the time where it was like Becky, Charlotte, Sasha, and Bayley, it's like any of those four really the title holders, and anyone else is kind of like.
Yeah.
Bianca was the only one to come from NXT that could really just hold that straight up.
Yeah, I do feel like you said, that there are people from NXT that can benefit from it, other companies that can benefit from it, and also like former title holders that are just kind of like need that little edge to kind of get them back in the game. But yeah, I do feel like going back into Money in the Bank, Money in the Bank, Tiffany Stratton needs to win.
It's
Because
it's Tiffy.
it's Tiffany.
But like, because the tag team titles, I think they're supposed to have women. They're not. Like the new ones, they're not bad. But I think no one successfully made the women's tag team titles big except the first match because it was just the all-around tag team titles.
Yeah.
But honestly, I think get a women's main title and maybe get rid of them.
Who does she cash in on? Bayley or Liv Morgan?
Bayley, I think Liv Morgan's saved for Rhea.
Yeah, but like Liv Morgan
Rhea is
and
getting.
Tiffany Stratton could have a big.
Oh, that's gonna be a banger match, but Rhea's getting the title when she comes back,
Oh, for sure.
and she's coming back sooner than later.
Yeah.
So we don't want that short reign. So it's gonna be Bayley. I think Tiffy stays on because you need two really good champions each side. Bayley's not a bad champ. I just don't think she's had like
I just feel
the
like
matches.
she can push Tiffany over though.
She can push Tiffany way over. So
Yeah.
I think Rhea's bad. She stays on Raw. She is that title holder. She finally starts to get the matches she should have had because a lot of the time she was a good champ, but most of the time she was just like more in promos for the Judgment Day. She needs to finally start having those matches. But that match versus Becky at WrestleMania was really good.
Yeah.
So I think she just needs to get more matches when she comes back, which she will because she's splitting them for the Judgment Day. Judgment Day is not lasting too much longer. And then SmackDown, Bayley, her match, her match at WrestleMania was really good, but I don't think her matches this time as a title holder have been as good as the last one. So role model gimmick when she was with Sasha, that was really good.
Yeah.
I just think Rhea needs to stay at Raw, be that champion, and Tiffy needs to be the SmackDown champion. But after that, this has been an episode of Wrestling Wednesdays with your host, John Byrne, and the guest,
Or Gurney.
And thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.